Welcome to Movement in Yin. We're gonna start off as we normally do in a seated position and just work on a breathing exercise. So it's always nice to settle down, to come into stillness before we do any sort of movement and just focus in on our breath for a moment. So that's what we're gonna do. And I thought today our breathing exercise could be a bit of restricted breathing. So it's just a really simple exercise. It's breathing in through the nose, pausing slightly, breathing out through the nose, pausing at the bottom of the exhale, and then continuing that for a few rounds. Before we do that, let's just take a moment to relax the shoulders. Kind of move your neck a little bit. Close your eyes. And take a few big breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. So close your eyes, inhale, feel yourself growing taller as you exhale out through the mouth, empty out. And these next couple of breaths, think of it as, filling up with everything that your day has entailed, every thought and hustle bustle movement that you've been doing, and exhale to let it go. And inhale in through the nose. And let it go. Whatever your day has entailed, whatever your thoughts have brought, let it go. One more big deep breath like that. Inhale in through the nose. Grow taller with your spine. Fill all the way up to the top. And nice easy exhale out through the mouth. Very nice. So this restricted breath is just going to be easy. In through the nose, pause at the top of the inhale, out through the nose, pause at the top of the exhale, and I'll guide you through it for 10 rounds here. So we'll inhale, deep breath in, pause, and exhale out. Pause. Inhale. Pause and hold gently. And exhale, empty out. Pause and hold. Inhale. Pause and exhale. Pause and hold at the bottom. Inhale. Pause and exhale, empty out fully, and pause. Inhale, pause, and exhale, pause. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Last one. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. And just breathe easy for a moment. Nice inhale, nice exhale. And hopefully that little bit of breathing exercise has brought you deeper into your breath, been able to clear out some of the moving energy that has moved through you throughout your day, and you're able to draw a bit more inward, even if it's just a tiny bit. So, staying here for a moment in seated, pointing your palms up towards the sky. On the inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Remember, we're doing a bit of movement here. to start off with. Slight change to our yin practice. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Inhale, sweep your arms up, gaze up. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. Inhale, one more round, reaching up. This time, meet your thumbs at your third eye space and just gently massage out onto your eyebrows. I do that again. Just start at the center and push your thumbs gently out onto your eyebrows. And one more time, opening up clear thoughts, open minds, clearing out the space here. Bringing the thumbs pointed down into the throat space. Letting our clear thoughts and open minds be guided by speaking our truth and speaking with clarity and intention. And then bringing our thumbs pointed into our heart space, may our thoughts and our speech be guided by our heart's needs, our heart's calling, and heart intentions. So while you're here, maybe that's resonating with you, just letting thought and speech be clear and focused and guided by heart. Maybe that's your intention this evening. And maybe something else is resonating with you. Maybe you want to send loving kindness out into the world. Maybe you want to send healing energy out into the world. Always a good one. Maybe you want to send it to yourself. Just take a big breath, whatever this intention is, whatever is resonating with you. Nice deep inhale. And exhale out the mouth. Okay, lowering the hands down. Before we stand up and start to move a bit more, I want us to just bring some sense of feeling back into our body, because a lot of us, like to give hugs and do massage, pedicure, things like that. Whatever you like to do to, work through your body. And so we're not able to do that right now unless we have someone in house who's a professional. So we just start to give ourselves a little bit of a squeeze on our legs and our upper legs, our hamstrings, our calf muscles, just to kind of promote good circulation through the legs. And we can do the same thing with our feet, just kind of gently pointing into our bottoms of our feet. I know it might feel kind of weird, and just kind of touch each toe. It's good to move the circulation through, physically creating some gentle touch that helps us become more connected to our bodies. It's good to move the static through. And then just kind of rubbing through the belly here, feeling through the rib cage and the sides of the waist and the lower back, and you work your way up the sides of the ribs and the shoulders, rolling it out, relaxing the chest cavity, and give your arms a little squeeze. Yeah, we can do our own self-hug, self-massage here in your hands, and just wake up each of your fingertips. Very nice. I learned this is a tradition of yoga that I learned while staying in Fairfield, Iowa. It's part of the Maharishi yogic tradition, Maharishi Mahesh. And it's just kind of a nice thing to do if you haven't done it in a while, or if you've never done it. Look at the cheeks, and we're almost done. Wake up the forehead, give your head a little massage, and we've covered pretty much everything now. All right, relax your shoulders, just kind of feel what that felt like too. Waking up your body, gently adding touch. And we'll start to stand up. And remember, we're coming into some movements here before we start to fold our poses. So begin to roll the shoulder blades down and back. Roll that down and back. And then reaching your arms out wide on an inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Grab onto your right wrist, exhale, reach it over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, go the other way. We're still just very much waking up. And always recognize that you can modify if you need to. Go the other way one more time, reaching over, inhaling back up, exhale, reaching over, inhaling back up. Gently start to lower your arms down and take that right hand onto the lower back. Inhale, lift the left arm up, exhale, reach it up and back to center. Switch sides, inhale, right arm up, exhale, reach it up and back down. One more time, side to side. So inhaling, reaching up, exhale, leaning it back, bring the arm back behind and back to center. Just warming up our lumbar and our upper back and our shoulders. Exhaling back and back to center. And now let your shoulders relax, let your arms relax, and just cross the center line of your body a few times. Taking big breaths here. Let's take 5 big breaths. Inhale, just let your arms be like jelly. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and big exhale. And one more. Inhale and big exhale. Very nice. Coming back to center. Inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, bend into your knees, sink back into a high chair pose. Inhale here. Doesn't have to be super low. You can just keep it kind of nice and high. Bending in. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, bend back in. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, bend back in. Sinking the hips back. Starting to warm up our glutes, the backs, the hips, buttocks, the sides of the waist, and our legs as well, and our hips, all connected. Our knees, inhaling back up. This time, walk your feet out a little bit wider, bend in. Inhale and bring your hands together. As you exhale, keep your knees soft, but release your head forward and point your palms forward. Inhale, coming back up. What I mean by keeping your knees soft is keep them bent and easy. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale, nice and easy here. Feel free to exhale out the mouth or the leg. Inhale, coming forward. Starting to wake up those hamstrings, back to the upper legs. Exhale, forward. And one more here. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Release your head, your neck, your shoulders. Point your palms forward. And maybe straighten your legs out a little bit here. Take another breath here. And then slowly release your arms down. Bend your knees, walk your hands out in front, so much so that you can reach the ground with your fingertips and start to bend your knees a little bit. Flatten your back and just do this little pulse here. Yeah, still waking up our hips and our knees. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, keep your knees quite bent. Inhale, reach your arms forward, hips point back. So we're flat back now. We're not up in our chair, but we're reaching our arms along the sides of the ears, the sides of the head. Exhale here, inhale. And as you exhale, come all the way back up. And hands to heart. And just feel the effects of that energy for a moment. Inhale and exhale. Okay, keeping the feet about hip distance apart, let's take the hands overhead and bring the hands onto the elbows or the forearms. And take a moment here, opening up through the chest. On the inhale, lean over to the left side. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, go to the right. Trying to keep firm in both feet here. You notice the weight shifts. And now we're going to draw a big circular shape going over, coming down, soft knees, and up and around. And I really want you to feel that stretch and that twist as you move slowly. Inhale, coming over, coming down. Exhale, up and around. And of course, you can breathe in a way that suits you as well. Let's do one more. Going in that same direction. Up and around we go. And then gently switch sides. You can always modify if you need to, if this is dizzying to you, or just simply not accessible, you can modify and stay upright if needed. Go one more time in that same direction, going up and down and around. Inhaling back up. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands together and bend into your elbows. Point your elbows up and your hands back towards the neck here. So hands are in prayer, pointing fingertips down, opening up here the underarms and the outer side of the upper arm. Take another breath here. Feels like a kind of a funny stretch in the shoulders too. Soften the top of the shoulders. Inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, begin to go forward again. Soft knees, reaching the arms, exhaling. Take another inhale here. Straighten your legs out a bit if you can, reaching your arms. And exhale, fingertips just out in front, bend into the knees again. Trying to find a flatter back. And just a little pulse here. 2 or 3 times. And now find your forward fold. We've kind of teased our way forward towards it. It doesn't matter if we're touching the ground with the hands. We can grab on the opposite hand, the opposite elbow. You can hold onto your legs. Just release your head down, crown of the head down, lengthening through the back of the neck, looking back and breathing. Inhale and exhale. Big exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more big breath here. Inhale and exhale. Soften your knees. Inhale, reach forward again. Last one of these. Exhale, come all the way back up. Reach up and hands to heart. And now, come back to me if you've been on a mental holiday. So come back to your breath, come back to your body. If your mind was somewhere else, gently guide yourself back. Come back to your inhale and your exhale. Deep inhale, pausing at the top, deep exhale, empty out fully. Pausing at the bottom. One more like that. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Pause. Okay. All right, a little bit more of movement before we take our first yin pose. Let's take the right leg back, and we're going to line up the left heel with the right inner arch. The right toes are turned forward about 60 degrees. That's approximate. It's not the same for everybody. And then our shoulders are pointed off to the side. So the left foot is pointing in one direction, our shoulders are in another direction, over our hips here. And then just practice bending into that knee and straightening out through the leg. That's the movement there, bending in and straightening out. And we can add some arms if you like. So next time you bend in, reach the arms, point the palms up as you inhale, straighten up, exhale, bend in. Trying to gently guide this knee out to the side a bit more to stretch the inner thigh. Inhale, reach up, exhale, bend in. Inhale, reach up, exhale, bend in. One more like that. Inhale, reach up, exhale, bend in here. Take a breath here. It doesn't have to be like a super intensive warrior position, warrior 2. We can just kind of be a little lightly bent. And then reach up, take the hands together again. We did this one before. Holding onto the elbows of the forearms or the wrist and reach back. So start to point the left elbow up, the right elbow down, lifting openness through the chest. Inhale back to center and exhale, reach forward. This front knee can be slightly bent, that's fine. Inhale, reach back again. And exhale, come forward. Maybe the right elbow up. Inhale, back upright. Exhale, bend in that front knee and warrior 2 again. Soften the shoulders. Point the palms up just to feel a different rotation in the shoulder. Work the shoulder blades down the back. Open up the chest. Take one more breath here. Inhale. Stay with your exhale. Inhale, come back up, bring your hands together. And exhale, hands to heart. Turn the left toes in and just switch sides. Point the right toes out, or if you did the other side, vice versa. Remember, the chest is still pointing the same way, shoulders over hips, and we've just rotated our right toes out. Bending into the right knee. Knee goes over ankle. We don't want to bring it so far over the foot. A lot of times it pulls on the knee attachment. So just nice and easy. Over ankle or back behind is fine. And then add some arms here if you like. Inhaling, exhaling, soft shoulders as you come down. Inhaling, pointing palms up, straighten up. Exhale here. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen up one more time. Exhale here. Inhale, come back up and grab onto your elbows or your forearms. Inhale, next inhale, lean back. Exhale, come back to center and try to be stable here with your hips. Just stretching through the sides of the waist and the sides of the legs as the hips stabilize. Inhale, coming back. And exhaling. Of course, slight bend in the knees in order to not lock the knee joints. Always an option. Inhale, back up, reach your arms up, exhale. Now we hold our warrior two. Soft shoulders. Point the palms up. Feeling this different rotation in the shoulders. Gazing forward towards your index finger. Take one more breath. Stay in your body with your breath. Let me opening. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, hands to heart. Begin to heel toe your feet in. And just take a moment. Bend into your knees and straighten. Come back to your breath. Inhaling, pausing, exhaling, emptying out fully. Pausing. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. As you exhale, come all the way down, soft knees as you go. You can take it from here, or we round a little bit more through the spine, point the hips upward. Take it forward, fold. Big exhale here, release your head forward. And then plant your fingertips and slowly one knee at a time, come down onto the mat. Give your hips a little sway, side to side. So we're almost done with the movement portion, getting ready for our first Yin pose. A little bit of movement here to open up through the chest before we take our first Yin pose. Let's inhale, take the right hand up, open up through the chest, and then just simply exhale, put it down. Inhale, take the left arm up, open up through the chest, and exhale, put it down. Inhale, right arm up, exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm down. One more side to side. Inhaling, feeling that rotation come from the arm, the shoulder. Exhaling it down. Inhaling, opposite arm up. Exhaling it down. And last bit of cat-cow spine. Inhale, drop the belly, reach the heart forward. Exhale, pull the belly up and in. Draw the chin in towards the chest. Round up through the spine. And again there. Inhale, heart forward, shoulders down the back. And exhale, round up. Last one here. Inhale, heart forward. And exhale, round up. Okay, let's come onto the belly for our first Yin pose. So first holding pose. Remember Yin, we haven't done it before, is, a little refresher, is holding poses for 2 minutes, 3 minutes usually, and just kind of finding a pose. So first we find a pose. Let's start off with seal pose. The hands are going to come out in front, lifting the forearms a little bit. Feet are closer, about hip distance apart, and then relax the shoulder blades down the back. So here's the pose. If this becomes too intensive, for whatever reason, you can bring the forearms down, but still try to push the chest forward and pull the shoulders back. Yeah. Relax the shoulder blades down the back as you lift the chest and the head. Yeah, so we kind of find what part of the pose that we can take. Everybody's body is different, so find what you can do. Then we find just stillness in the pose, holding it, but not straining to hold it, being able to hold it somewhat comfortably. There's still some activation going on. You go up a little bit if you like. And then surrendering. Surrender is the third part. So while you're here, seal pose just lifts. There's a little bit of coiling going on in the upper mid back, the thoracic spine, and now just breathe. You can close your eyes, you can gaze forward. Let's take 10 rounds of breath here. Inhale, exhale 10. Inhale, exhale 9. Inhale, exhale 8. Inhale, exhale 7. Inhale, exhale 6. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 1. Bonus breath. Big inhale in through the nose, big exhale out through the mouth. Okay, now come all the way down. It's going to feel really nice to just rest the head off to one side and relax out your hips. You can move them side to side. Take a big breath here and just consciously release in your lower back and mid back. Exhale out the mouth. And then just to counter that for a moment, we're going to reach the arms, look down, and walk the hands forward, walk the feet back, and just stretch through the whole body. So just take about 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Still looking down so you're flat across the back of the neck. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay. One more thing to counter that. Let's take the hands back behind, interlace the hands. Don't crank the neck, but just lift the chest a little bit. Pull the shoulder blades down the back. Feels nice to open up the chest here. And take 3 breaths here. So one more to counter that pose we just did. Inhale. And you can turn the feet on a little bit. You can activate through the legs. Inhale and exhale. And exhale back down. Okay, one more here while we're on our belly. I'm going to be pointing towards the wall, so just kind of watch me. Reaching both hands to either side, and then gently rolling over onto this right arm. I'm going to start with my head lifted, so I'm just rolling over kind of onto the inner shoulder and starting to stretch the pec muscle. And everybody's different. You may find that you roll a little bit and wow, there's a big stretch. So stay there if that's the case. Go a little bit further if you like more stretch. And you can rest the head down if it becomes too much on the neck to keep it lifted. So I'm facing this way. And just find what you can with it. Now the top foot can come down onto the ground for support. And there's some slight stretch going on in the neck as well because it's connected to the shoulder. And so just find your edge here, as we say. Find what you can with it. Maybe you're reeling back a lot, and there's still some stretch going on. So don't discount it back if you need to reel back. And just surrender, taking about 10 to 12 breaths on your own. So see if you can close the eyes and really just delve into the stretch, the pose, finding less resistance to it, and finding where you can soften. Maybe you need to move your neck a bit, draw your chin in to relax the neck, and finding that the case with me. All right, so taking those, finishing up those 10 to 12 rounds of breath on your own. Let's take 3 big breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more big breath. Inhale and exhale. Slowly, gently come out of it. Come back to center and just again, reach the arms out wide. So I'll meet you over on this side now. And take a moment to release that out entirely. So just let your shoulders rest, direct your head off to one side and take 3 big breaths. Always want to counter a bit of what we're doing. And just feel that rebound stretch on your pec muscle. Should feel it there on the top of the shoulder, top of the chest. Yeah, good for opening up that upper part of the back and the chest. Okay, let's go to the other side. So whatever level you took it to, we're just gently starting to roll onto it. And we might find, okay, right here is where we are. It's a little gentler. Go a little bit further, you start to feel a bit more sensation. There's a difference between pain and sensation, so we don't want any pain. Okay? And then you can take this top foot here if that is more conducive. And just find your shape here. Again, settling in, closing your eyes. You may find as you hold the pose longer, you can go a bit deeper into it, and you may find, that's not the case. So find what you can, and then stay with your breath. Take those 10 rounds of breath consciously with awareness of your inhale and exhale. Find the stillness, find the surrender. All right, again, we'll take about 3 big breaths together. Inhale, exhale, find space. Inhale, big exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Okay. Slowly, gently start to come out of it. Feel that rebound effect. And then just start to come all the way upright. We'll sit back on the heels for just a moment, just so we can sit upright and feel this. Oh, I can feel it. You feel it in your upper chest, your shoulders. Just take a moment to feel the effect there. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Okay, and so to just sort of finish up our shoulder, our arm series, let's bring the knees out wide. So sort of a wide leg position. The big toes are touching back behind. We're going to take the hands out in front, and if it's not possible to get the palm all the way onto the ground, so up to the inner start of the inner part of the wrist, then we can just bring the fingertips onto the ground, or we can even bend into the elbows a little bit. So you can be here, still stretching through the arm. It's an awkward stretch, especially if you've never done it before. And then we're trying to find a bit of openness in our chest as we pull the shoulders back. So settle in here. We won't stay for super long time because it can get a little intense in the arms. But just maybe you take about, 9 more breaths here. See if we can take 9 more here. Inhale. And again, no pain. We want to be pain-free. We want to stretch. We want to feel a bit of a stretch, but we don't want to be in pain. There's the likely chances that you'll do a bit of yoga, you'll get in pain, and then you won't want to do it again. So we want to do it today so we can do it tomorrow. Couple more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Okay, slowly come out of that and just move your wrists around, move your elbows and your shoulders. And we'll take a child's pose in between all of this crazy stuff. So again, your legs are exactly where they need to be, knees out wide, big toes touch, shins are on the ground. We always, when you're upright, you notice that you're sitting back on your heels. We want to try to keep this connection with our hips and our heels. It doesn't always work. And just make space for our torso to come through the center, reaching our arms forward, releasing the forehead down. And so if you find that your hips are way up here and that's they just won't go down, that's fine. Over time, we get to a point where we can make contact between the hips and heels. And rest your forehead down. Again, close your eyes, find your breath. Find your breath here. And let's take 10 slow, easy breaths on your own. Again, we'll take a few more breaths together. Start to activate your child's pose. So walk your hands a little bit more forward. Resist your hips back. Inhale and exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Before you take it out of your child pose, inhale and walk your hands gently over to the right. Feel the left side body stretching. Exhale. Take another inhale, exhale here. Inhale back to center and exhale, go to the other side. Inhale, exhale here. And we're coming all the way back up. So we did quite a bit for the arms, the shoulders, the upper back. Now let's work a bit into our hips. So I'm starting on the right side, doesn't matter. We can start on the right side so we can be on the same side. And then I'm just gonna cradle my head with my hand. So kind of like you're laying in a fetal position. Yeah, let's start off there like you're laying in a fetal position. The top foot is gonna come onto the ground. So the top leg opens up, the knee bends, that left leg, and the foot just comes onto the ground to start off with. So already you're starting to feel a little bit of a hip stretch here. You're starting to feel it in the inner thigh. And then we can just gently start to guide this left knee back a bit. And gravity sort of, pulls your hips back, pulls your lower back a bit. And you may find, okay, that's about where I can go with it, gravity pulling you back. You might be able to bring your feet together. So just linking the bottom heel with the top heel with the right and the left foot together and creating sort of a butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana with your legs upright. Really, the hip that's feeling the stretch is this top hip, is this top leg and this top hip. And this bottom hand can reach, this top hand, left hand can reach forward for stability. And then we just let gravity do the work. So we just come into it and let gravity do the work. It's a bit, there's a tiny bit of twisting going on in the spine, but it's mostly a hip opening stretch. And so again, you can close your eyes here. You can adjust your arms as you need to. Maybe your arm will lay flat. And again, count down from 10 to 1 rounds of breath. Inhaling and exhaling. 10, inhaling, exhaling 9. Inhaling, exhaling 8. Inhale, exhale 7. Inhale, exhale 6. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale,
Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, last breath. And then slowly bring it back to center, keeping that left foot on the ground now. And just close it once and open it once. All right, and then close it in. Just feeling the effect of that little bit of gravity tug, tugging the hips open. And now taking a different bit of a stretch. This left leg is coming all the way over. And here's where I said if you want to take a bolster or a pillow and place it underneath the left knee, you can do that. So you can be here with the left knee on the bolster. If it comes on the ground, like totally optional, totally possible. But just, you know, using a prop, bringing the ground closer to you can work wonders sometimes. Okay. Now we start a bit of a twist. So this left leg is coming over, knee can be on a bolster, on a pillow. And then we're bending in deeper through the right leg. It's kind of a pretzel-y pose. So this right leg, take your left hand and reach it back. So down and back, reaching the right shoulder back. And you might grab onto your left foot. Don't strain in order to find your left foot if it's not there, right? So you may find it, you may not. You may find, okay, I found it, but there's a lot of compression in the lower back. And in that case, just don't grab your tail. Don't try to grab your tail. Just leave it where it is. And you can sort of adjust the shoulders so you're drawing that left shoulder back a little bit. And just finding your, it's supposed to be cat grabbing its tail pose, but like I said, results may vary, and that's okay. You're getting this outer hip stretch, you're getting a really deep twist through your whole spine, and so who cares if you can grab your tail or not? It's just kind of something that's there and not there. And you can move your neck in different directions, you can massage it from side to side. Again, take about 10 rounds of breath here, and it shouldn't be painful. We should be using a bolster or a pillow if we need to bring this knee up higher. Again, a few more breaths here on your own. Find where you're holding tension in your legs and your hips. Use your exhale to release. Soften your throat. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale, soften. Find softness even in the twist. Inhale and exhale, soften. Inhale, exhale, soften. Let's just take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale, soften. Inhale and exhale. Lots of ringing out this evening. Okay, slowly come back up and just come onto your back for a moment. And feel the effect of that. First we did the hip opener, we did the inner part of the thighs, then we did the outer part of the leg, the upper leg, our adductors, our hip stabilizers, and so there's a lot going on that side. Just take a moment here. Big breath in, big breath out. Okay. Setting up for the opposite side. Remember, we start in the fetal position. So I'll just start facing you. Going on this side, you can cradle the head with the arm. And, you know, legs are stacked to start with. And we lift the top leg and plant the foot on the ground. So you can be here. There's sort of a 90-degree angle going on. This opposite arm can reach out in front. And then over time, we can work the feet together and open up this right leg a little bit more. And so again,
adjusting however you need to, finding a comfortable position and letting gravity gently pull the hips open. Yeah, finding that soft, easy, smooth breath, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Take about 6 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale, 6. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, exhale, soft throat, 4. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 1. Bonus breath, inhale, and exhale out the mouth. Slowly start to plant your right foot into the ground and close the hip. And then one more. Inhale, open it. Exhale, close it. So again, we're starting off here. There's always starting into steps when we do these petzly sort of poses. Again, using your pillow or your bolster if you have it. I recommend using a pillow. And then just taking this top leg, bringing it over, bringing the knee onto the ground, or again, the pillow works wonders. Planting it there, and then bringing the left leg underneath and back, bending into the left knee, toes pointing a little bit, and then we might reach back with this arm, and then we adjust the shoulders a little bit. So we start to bring the right shoulder down and just rest the left shoulder. And again, you can move your head. You can grab your tail if it's there. Don't overly strain the lower back in order to do so. Find what you can with it. And find stillness. You can close the eyes here. Imagine this wringing out action like you're wringing out a sponge as you exhale. Find your stillness in the pose and then soften, surrender. Take your 10 rounds of breath here. Just feel the wave, ride the wave of the inhale and the exhale. Yeah, you may find over time you can go a little deeper in the pose. All right, let's take those couple rounds of breath together. Inhale, big breath in to make space. Exhale to bring it out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, bring it out. One more bonus breath. Inhale and exhale. Okay, second side always feels like less time has been spent, but anyway. We'll slowly roll onto the back again, and yeah, now we're at a point in which we've done a lot of stretching, a lot of moving, and we're ready to take a shavasana. So, if you don't feel like coming right into it, you can move the knees from side to side, releasing out the lower back. You can take a happy baby. You can do whatever you like to complete your practice, maybe a full body stretch. But then when you're ready, just when it feels natural, when it feels like that's the next step in the progression, just let your arms and legs fall open, let your head rest into the earth. And take a couple deep breaths here. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. One more like that. Inhale, nice deep breath in. See if you can pause when you get the top of the inhale. And nice deep, deep breath out. Pausing gently at the bottom of the exhale to push out any stale energy. And breathing easy, breathing normally again. So closing the eyes, you can always use a bolster or a pillow underneath your knees if you just feel like that helps soften the knee joints a bit. And you can always cover something over your eyes, like an eye cover, an eye pillow, or a washcloth, whatever you have, to bring some weight over the eyes, to bring some darkness that helps just bring the light out and helps you draw inward. If you like to do that, do that. Get comfortable in your Shavasana pose. And let your shoulders melt back and in. Let your head rest heavy. We'll take a moment to do a body scan and a relaxation throughout the body. So come back to your heart center. Come back to your intention. Say your intention to yourself again. Maybe it has to do with healing, clear thoughts, clear speech, speaking truth, guided by heart. Heart's calling. Let your right shoulder blade melt into the earth. Let your left shoulder blade melt into the earth. Your right arm, your right elbow, your right wrist, your right palm, all 5 fingers in the right hand. Your left arm, your left elbow, your left wrist, your left palm, all 5 fingers in the left hand, the backs of the arms, the whole of the chest, the right rib cage, the front and back, the left rib cage, the front and back, both sides of the waist. Soften your belly. Relax the front of your hips, melting relaxation into the backs of your hips. The right upper leg, relaxing the top of the thigh, the right knee, the right calf muscle melting down and back, the right ankle, the right heel, the right foot, all 5 toes in the right leg, right foot. The left leg, left upper leg, relaxing the top of the thigh, the knee, the calf muscle, the back of the lower leg melting into the earth. The left ankle, the left foot, all 5 toes in the left foot, the whole of the left leg, backs of the legs, the lower back, the back spine in between the ribs, the spine in between the shoulder blades, the spine up into the neck, the back of the head is heavy. Soften the forehead, relax the eyebrows, both eyes melt back into the sockets. Relax your cheeks. Soften your tongue away from the top of your mouth. Relax your jaw, the back of the throat. And again, come back to your heart. Let it be open and light. Let your whole body rest heavy into the earth. Surrender into the earth. And take the next little while in silence with your eyes closed, just to completely rest your body, to reset whatever is happening in the thinking mind, to let it reset, to let your heart reset, and to find the feeling of refresh, rejuvenation, and renewal as you focus in on your inhale and your exhale. Be present and enjoy the benefits of your practice. Shavasana. Gently start to deepen your breath. Take a nice deep inhale in through the nose and sigh it out. Consciously let your whole body sigh and relieve stress, relieve holding. We hold a lot of feeling in our bodies, in our gut, in our hips, in our shoulders, in our chest, in our necks. We hold a lot of tension in these areas, not just because they're physically stiff, but because we are connected to our emotional bodies, our mind responses, enacting feelings in the body. So we can use yoga, we can take deep breaths to reset and refresh. Feel renewed. On your inhale, reach your arms up overhead, wake up your fingers and your toes. Reach a nice full body stretch. As you exhale, bend into your knees and plant your feet. You've got a pillow there. Roll it off to the side. And gently make your way into the fetal position off to one side, whatever side feels best for you. Pausing here, use the strength of your arms to gently lift yourself upright. I'm so glad my dogs didn't bark a minute earlier. So sit up tall, lengthen up through your spine. That was good timing. Relax your shoulder blades down the back. Point your palms upward on the inhale. Bring your arms up overhead. As you exhale, meet your hands, your thumbs at your third eye space. We can give ourselves this final little massage across our eyebrows, opening up our forehead, opening up the space to make way for clear thoughts, open minds, and the hands pointed into the throat space with the thumb, enacting with clear thought, speaking our truth, speaking with clarity, saying what we need to say. And then into the heart space, letting our thoughts and our speech be guided by our heart's intention, needs, and just heartfelt action. Relaxing the shoulders. We'll take one Om to close today's practice as we always do, honoring the space that we share and evoking this Om within us so we can close our practice in a sacred way. Inhale, exhale to cleanse the breath. Inhale and Om if you'd like to join. Inhale, exhale, cleanse the breath. Inhale. Om. Om Shanti, Om Peace. Wishing you a beautiful rest of your day, filled with joy and moments of presence. Namaste.